You constantly find yourself in a doom scroll looking for the next best thing for weight loss. Maybe it's a debloat drink or a gummy and thinking like, oh, this is what I'm missing. This is really going to help me. Well, I am here to essentially de-influence you because there is so much marketing BS online, especially by influencers trying to sell things. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what is actually worth the hype, what is worth your money and what is not, and why, backed by science. If you're new here, my name's Laura and I am an accredited sports nutritionist and I have a bachelor of exercise physiology. So over here on this channel, we talk about all things science-based paired with a little bit of relatability so we can break it down for you in a tangible way so you can implement it and actually see a result. So why am I breaking down this video? So not only have I done the study, but this year, I've also gone on my own weight loss journey. I have dropped 10 kilos since the start of the year. I've never felt better and I didn't do one of these hacks that we're talking about today. So I want to show you that just eating real food works, but let's get into it so you can actually understand what's good and what's not. So let's start with number one.
It's officially been 2 weeks since I started the apple cider vinegar gummies and I can already tell a difference. I've been trying to lose weight since I was about 9 years old. But for the first time ever, I'm actually tracking, weighing and counting my calories perfectly. An issue of mine is I overeat. I always have a very big appetite. But since starting these gummies, there has been...
So first of all, like, good on her for starting a weight loss journey and looking after her health. That is absolutely amazing. We're here for that. But let's break down these apple cider vinegar gummies. First of all, we just need to draw attention to that this TikTok video is a paid partnership, number one. The brand is paying her to make this TikTok. Second of all, there is no evidence of her actually losing that amount of weight. There's only what is she saying and on the screen. In the day of social media, you can say anything on social media, but that just doesn't mean that it's true. So in this video, she is claiming that these apple cider vinegar gummies have helped her suppress her appetite and therefore is the reason why that she's lost weight over the last few weeks. So you can see how so many people are like, oh, I have a big appetite, I can relate to this, so therefore this is going to help me reduce my appetite as well and then help me lose weight. Essentially prying on people's insecurities, which absolutely hurts my heart. But the thing is, you guys, it is very clear from what she said at the beginning of this video is I started counting my calories for the first time. I'm having smaller, more frequent meals, so I'm more satisfied. And at the end of the day, the only way to lose weight is to create a calorie deficit. So therefore, it's actually not the gummies that are helping her with the weight loss. It's actually her paying more attention to her diet and actually monitoring what she's eating so that she's actually sticking to a calorie deficit, which has actually helped with the weight loss. Then in terms of appetite regulation, when you're eating in a calorie deficit and you have protein high, at the start, you shouldn't feel overly hungry. And when you actually track your calories properly and learn the calorie content of food, you'll find that, you know, when you start eating foods that are lower in calories but higher volume, like fruits, veggies, lean proteins, you'll probably be eating more food that you were before. But because it's less energy dense, you feel like you're eating a lot, even though the calories of the meal are quite low. Because in order to lose weight, it's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter of the right foods. And therefore, paying attention to what you're eating and tracking those calories can help you bump up the volume of a food, which can give you that feeling of fullness and satiety for longer. When you look at the science of these apple cider vinegar gummies, there is zero credible evidence that support it. There's also been flagged some danger in terms of digestive stress or nausea, even bloating when consuming these gummies. So you guys, worth the hype? Absolutely not. Don't waste your money on these things because if you want to lose weight the right way, you need to just create a calorie deficit, balance your macros, and eat food that you actually enjoy. Okay, let's go to the next one. At number two.
Drinking ice cold water can help us lose weight. That's because drinking ice cold water can help boost our metabolism. When we drink cold water, our body has to work harder to warm the water up, which then results in us burning more calories and helps us lose weight.
Wow. It is so crazy to me what is on the internet. So this video is claiming that you're going to be burning more calories by drinking cold water. So the process of thermogenesis is when you drink cold water, the body heats it up to burn calories and therefore helping you lose weight overall. But again, when you look at the real science, this is absolutely overhyped because the effect is minimal, about 8 calories per glass. To put that into perspective, in order to lose 1 kilo of body fat, you need to create a calorie deficit of 7,700 calories across your week. So therefore, 8 calories times 8 for 8 glasses of water, what's that? That's nothing. There are so many things like this that are marketing, boost your metabolism, burn more calories. But at the end of the day, to boost your metabolism is very, very difficult because your basal metabolic rate is pretty standard and correlated to your height, your weight, how much muscle mass you have, how much body fat you have, and if you're a male or female. It stays pretty standard throughout your life. So these shiny object things that people are latching onto and hoping that that's going to work without actually focusing on the thing that actually works, which is their nutrition. So it's another overhyped thing that people are paying too much attention to and thinking that that is the key instead of just nailing the basics with their nutrition and exercise to get a certain result. So overhyped. All right, let's move on. Let's to the next one.
Bloat drink that fixed my bloating in days. This is the recipe. I get so many questions on it, so I thought I'd run you through how I make it and all the steps, starting with the greens powder. So it's kind of like a Monday for your digestive system. It's going to really clean you out and then set.
Because while yes, what she is talking about is super important, getting your micronutrients and getting your fiber, absolutely. Do you need to be getting that through a greens powder? Absolutely not. You can easily reach these targets with just food that you're eating. And same with fiber. You can easily get adequate amounts through your diet when you're focusing on fueling your body properly. I don't understand the claim of preparing your body for food to digest it properly. You guys, your body is designed to digest food as is. That's what our digestive system is for. That is what your body is designed to do. So do you need extra help with that? No, because your body's already designed for it. Let's keep going.
Eat breakfast and I'd be bloated. I feel like I'd have one sip of water and I was bloated, inflamed, sore stomach, etc. And that's why this is.
Whilst I understand that she's struggling with this digestive distress, the problem that I see with this is that was individualized. That is what she was dealing with. And, you know, a lot of people are going to probably see themselves in that and recognize that, being like, oh my God, I'm struggling with that too. So therefore I should probably try what she did. But the problem is that bloating and digestive distress is so complex and there are so many things that could actually cause it. So the danger here is that you trying this and it not working for you because your digestive distress and your bloating is from a different reason. That's why it's pivotal that you work with your GP and a dietitian if you are struggling with a lot of digestive distress and get personalized advice to you instead of just going on the internet and copying an influencer and what works for her. Let's keep going.
Get a really great start. The first thing I drink is this every single morning, and that's where I see the best results.
We've already talked about the digestive enzyme.
And digestive enzymes. So the ginger and chamomile are going to calm your stomach and calm down that inflammation. Also, I replace this for my morning coffee because coffee is an inflammatory. So this is actually going.
Another problem that I have with this video is in the comments, her underneath the video is comment your IG for the links. So clearly she is a brand ambassador for these drinks. She is making a profit from selling these drinks. And again, it's just honing in on people's insecurities. And I get it. Like she's probably doing this from a place of like wanting to help people. 100%, like I totally see that. And at the same time, if you truly wanted to help someone, then the best kind of help that anyone could possibly get is going to be personalized advice for them. So just promoting something that costs $189, you can see that in the comments, to fix the bloating and the gut health without it actually knowing that it's actually going to work. And number two, that's actually not even supported by the science is just crazy to me. Because when you look at the science, de-bloating drinks, greens powders, even electrolytes. What the science says about all of these things is that you can easily get all of this through a well-balanced diet. Electrolytes, simply potassium, sodium, and magnesium easily get that through the food that you're eating every single day. Same with your micronutrients, same with your minerals, including lots of color, lots of variety in your fruits and veggies, and then of course your whole grains. And then with your lean meats, you guys are going to be good to go. You're going to hit your fiber, you're going to hit your micronutrients, and you guys are going to have a lot of energy. You're going to feel really good. Your sugar cravings are going to be low simply because you're eating a well-balanced diet, not focusing on shit that doesn't work. So if you actually took the $189 and spent that on getting personalized nutrition advice, so you actually knew how to fuel your body properly, hit your protein, carbs, fats, your micronutrients, your fiber targets, not only are you probably going to see a better result, you're going to see a better result long term, because it's not only you fueling your body that you're mastering, but it's also the skill that you're going to have for life. And like, the 3-week body reset does all this for you. Shameless plug here on my own program. It is just $33 a week. So you get personalized nutrition advice. You know exactly what you need to do without wasting so much money on these crazy claims. Anyway, let's go to the next one. That's enough of that one. That really got me going, that one did. All right, next one. The pink salt tree.
Here we go. We are having the pink Himalayan salt drink again, but we're giving it an upgrade to the viral pink salt trick. So pretty much same benefits. Get your pinch of pink Himalayan salt.
Okay. So this video is claiming, let's just take it back to the beginning. This video is claiming hydration, water retention, metabolism, digestion, skin, weight loss, and better sleep. Please tell me how salted water with lemon helps all of these things. I'm waiting.
Splash of that. I'm gonna give it another mix.
Does she talk about it?
Digestive, healthy skin.
Yeah, here.
Splash of that. I'm gonna give it another mix.
All the things. How are all the things helping?
Weight loss.
And weight loss. How? Okay, she doesn't explain how. So let's talk about this one. So, again, we just have to bring attention to the fact that this is also a paid partnership. So again, she is promoting these products to gain benefit, to gain money from people trying maybe the Himalayan salt. So again, with this video, there is no evidence that this is going to help you lose weight. Now, first of all, like I will say that it's a very good thing to have water first thing when you wake up. You just spent 8 hours in bed. You haven't had any water over that time. So absolutely having a glass of water when you wake up, amazing healthy habit. However, the promises of like metabolism, digestion, skin, weight loss, and better sleep, why? I would love for you to explain it, because there are so many claims about lemon water and salt water like detoxing the body. But you guys, the body has its own natural detoxification process through the liver, the lymphatic system. The liver is naturally self-detoxifying. And how do you support that? Again, through the food that you're eating every single day. Less processed, more whole foods. With a little bit of fun foods, of course, because we're human. When you look at the research, there is no research that supports lemon water, salt water to help digestion, skin, and weight loss, because again, at the end of the day, it's going to just come back to the food that you're eating and your lifestyle. How much sleep you're getting, how much alcohol are you drinking, how regular are you exercising? The boring stuff that people are not paying attention to because they're trying these little hacks and hoping that that's working instead of focusing on the stuff that actually matters. Because again, in order to lose weight, it doesn't matter how much salty lemon water you're drinking. If you're not in a calorie deficit, then you're not going to see the scale move. Simple as that. And if you're not eating a nutrient-dense diet, nailing your macros, then you're going to be feeling like shit. So again, overhyped. Now the last one. You finally figured out how to lose 2 kilos every week. Half a cucumber, half a ginger, 1 cup of pineapple, half a lemon. Let's read it. I shed almost 40 kilos using a simple way that changed my life forever. To be fair, she has got the before and after, so there is, that in that. Type yes if you want to get a detailed recipe. So again, they're selling a diet, selling her transformation, honing in on people's insecurities. 21-day smoothie detox provides simple detox smoothie recipes to help you change your waste efficiently. During the 21 days, you replace 2 meals with smoothie diet challenge recipes plus 2 healthy snacks per day. There is also an option to add in 1 healthy meal per day, such as a grilled chicken or fish steamed with vegetables or salad. Oh. You can repeat this program as many times as you need until you reach your goal weight. Wow. I understand why people are really drawn to this because they're like, oh, smoothies, that's easy, I can stick to it. So I understand why people are drawn to this with weight loss. But the problem with these things, it's like, well, yes, when you're drinking the smoothies and following the diet, then you're probably going to be able to see some results because why? You've stuck to a calorie deficit and you actually were consistent. But what happens when the diet ends? What happens when you start eating normal food again and you don't know how to portion out your meals at maintenance? What's going to happen? You're going to put the weight straight back on and then you're going to be stuck in this vicious cycle. Like, think about it. Like, if you go from drinking 2 smoothies a day and then 1 healthy meal with chicken and salad, like, and then trying to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner without actually changing any sort of nutritional habits, having no education of like what a balanced plate actually needs to look like, you're literally wasting your time, wasting your money because you're setting yourself up just to put the weight back on. Because essentially when it comes to weight loss, it's not just about, you know, sticking to the calorie deficit. It's about changing your lifestyle and changing your food habits and having nutritional knowledge so that you know actually how to fuel your body properly, regardless if you're in weight loss or if you're then into a maintenance phase. Because at the end of the day, it's the hard work begins after the diet is finished, because you actually need to learn to maintain your weight loss just as much as you need to be able to lose it in the first place. And that's why stuff like this is so, like, it's so risky, because all this does is negatively impacts your relationship with food, because, you know, you'll follow this and you will lose weight and then you'll be like overthinking everything. You'll be like, oh my God, I can't eat this, I can't have that, I can't have this because I'll gain weight, because you actually didn't lose weight in the right way in the first place. So is this good? Absolutely not. Please don't waste your money on this. But instead, again, you can see the common theme here is learn nutrition, learn how to fuel, you're going to feel better and you're going to see a better result in your body. So you guys, I would love to know what you think of this in the comments below. I really hope that I have been able to de-influence you on some of the choices that you may be making, because a lot of these things are literally honing in on your insecurities instead of wanting you to succeed and set you up for life so that you can live such a balanced, healthy lifestyle and teach your kids that, teach your husband that, pass it down to generations, instead of continuing these fad quick fixes that absolutely do not work. Thank you for being here. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.